I'm David Wheldon. I'm the head of brand reputation, citizenship and marketing at Barclays. The strategic challenge we had that led us to oyster catchers was very simply reducing the number of agencies we had dramatically, because whenever I say this, people always think I'm exaggerating, but when I arrived in Barclays, we were using 671 different agencies. And even though at the time we had 6 separate businesses running in separate fashion, that's too much and too many by anybody's count. As we all know, behind every agency there's a relationship. These are precious things to tread on, so what we wanted to do was to trim down the number of agencies so that we could build deeper relationships more effectively, because I'm a big believer in building long-term effective partnerships, rewarding people fairly, and therefore having fewer agencies was going to be one way to achieve that. We worked very closely with oyster catchers to divide and conquer the task, and actually oyster catchers very clearly took the part of data gathering, interviewing all the people who were commissioning agencies and getting the basic information, and actually provided a fabulous fact base for my team to then work directly with the marketing owners inside the business to kind of question a bit further and talk about the pragmatic ways that we could move to fewer relationships. We set out with a very clear desire to save some money, to be more effective in how we used agencies, and to find more unified ways of working. And actually we're well down the path to doing that. But if there's one thing I would say is, one should never underestimate the power of relationships and how difficult they are to unravel and change. So one learning I had from this is these things always take longer than you think they will. In today's world of marketing, one of the inevitable consequences of the challenges we face is the proliferation of agencies, and sorting through who to work with and why you should work with them is really quite difficult to do at the same time as having a day job. So, my advice is to get some external help. Once upon a time I would have wanted this done fast, and I would have done it top down in a darkened room, and I know that that would have been faster, but it would have ultimately led to failure, because you've got to take people along with you. You've got to build collaboration and consensus where everybody understands what you're doing, even if they don't agree. Even if it does mean it's a bit slower, ultimately you'll end up with a solution that endures, and this is where external advice is invaluable to kind of keep you on track to that result.